Welcome to It Was All a Dream official podcast. I am your host, Ashley Greggins, and we are on episode 18. Today we have Lucy Greenwood, and she is the owner of an aesthetics company and also a business coaching. She is a powerhouse of a woman. I was absolutely floored just listening to her. She's so successful in her own right, and she now teaches you how to be just as successful. It was an absolute eye-opener, and I just loved having her. Hi Lucy, welcome to the pod.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Oh, and thank you for driving all the way down from Manchester.
Too far.
Yeah, no, it is. We're like home from home, Liverpool and Manchester, aren't we? We feel like the girls are pretty the same.
I feel like everyone from Manchester loves everyone from Liverpool.
Yeah, the same really, I do. I love going up to Manchester. I feel like you've gotten so much better things, but then when yous come, everyone's like, Liverpool one's gorgeous.
Yeah, and like the Titanic and everything.
Yeah.
So much better than what we've got.
Oh no, I think the opposite, yeah. I go to your Christmas markets, not our Christmas markets.
I've never been to your Christmas market, to be fair, but I'm sure they're really good.
Yours are better. Right, so first of all, I like to go right back to the start, because obviously I know that you are super successful and you've got your two businesses, but I like to start from the very start just to see, was you always entrepreneurial? Have you always wanted your own business?
So I'm not going to lie, no, I didn't really think about having my own business, but when I was at school, I was pretty naughty at school. I didn't like school very much. And this is going back like a long time ago, but instead of picking options when I was in like year 9, you could go to college for 2 days a week. So I just was like, yeah, I'll do that just to get out of it.
Yeah.
So I went to college for 2 years during school. So I was actually like a high school person at college, which they don't allow anymore. So by the time I left school, I was like, I'm not doing this again. I've done it for 2 years. And back then you didn't have to be in education until you're 18. So I literally just didn't go to college, didn't go to uni, just didn't know what to do. And then I found dental nursing. So I did an apprenticeship in that because I knew I could get a job but still learn on the job. And I just fell into that by accident, to be honest. And I did it for 6 years. And I was pretty bored of it, I'm not going to lie. For the first 2 years, I loved it. I thought it was really good. But then once you've kind of learned everything, it's quite repetitive.
It really is.
As you know.
Yeah, I know. We're so similar, yeah.
So the reason why aesthetics sort of came about is because I used to do makeup on the side when I was like 18, 19. And I did like eyelashes and stuff like that. And then I used to work at a cosmetic dentist, and there was actually an aesthetics practitioner in there who used to come in like once a month and do a clinic. And that's when fillers weren't really a big thing. But so to see it was like, oh my God, she does fillers. Like, wow. So she sort of inspired me to do it, but I actually didn't know if I was allowed to do it then.
I was literally going to say, I was just about to ask you and say, was it heard of them? Because when I'm a dental nurse as well, when I actually said everyone was going, it's illegal. You're not allowed to do it. And I was like, no, you definitely can.
All the nurses that I spoke to were like, oh no, you've got to be a dentist or you've got to be a hygienist or a doctor. So for years, I didn't actually know if I was allowed to. So I just did lashes, makeup, facials, nails, pretty much every beauty treatment you can think of, until I realised, actually, I can do it.
I know. Yeah.
So I saved up all this money and did my course, and then, that was it, really.
And that was it. And then what is the aesthetics page called so they can come and find
so
it?
LG House
Which, by the way, is stunning.
Thank you. So it's LG House of Beauty. To be honest, I don't even really like that name anymore, but I made it when I was like 19 because it was just beauty then, but I mean, it stuck. So, and then do you have your own like clinic, have your own shop, events, what do you do? Yeah, so I have a clinic in Manchester that I've had for 6 years, and I've got a clinic also in Portsmouth that I've had for a year. So,
yeah. Back to the dental nursing, because I was the same. I remember being like, and I was like, no, I'm going to start doing it. Everyone was like, it's illegal, it's not allowed. And now everyone is like everywhere, isn't it? Because it was so unheard of for us to do it.
Yeah, and I thought that I had like an edge because I was a dental nurse, but I didn't even realise you could do it if you were just in. Like,
of course, because I was just about to say, like, we run our salons like clinic, because like you used to in the dentist, don't you? Because I still have it, like it's like a full-on dentist practice.
Yeah, exactly. And it's weird now because I actually teach dentists aesthetics. Like I never thought that would happen.
Full turn around.
Full circle moment.
Yeah. It is a fabulous industry to get into. And so what age did you leave the dentist?
So I think I was about 22, 23 roughly. And I did lashes and nails and facials on its own for like a good year before I then went into aesthetics. So I actually opened the clinic. It was just a salon when I first opened it, wasn't a clinic. And then I added the aesthetics on after about a year of it being open.
Yeah, we have got like such a similar story. Yeah, exactly the same. Because I found at such a young age of like 22, I was like the oldest dental nurse. I was like lead nurse. I was like, because they come from school 16, 17, so I was like, I need to leave this job. I'm getting old. So I was like in my early 20s.
And I felt like when I started dental nursing, it was kind of told to me like, oh, it's a really good job. There's so many doors like that you can go down. When I got there, I thought, I can't really go any further than this unless they're going to be a hygienist, which I didn't really want to do. And I obviously couldn't become a dentist because I would have had to go back to college and uni. So I kind of was sold it as like, oh, there's so many different doors you can go down. And I feel like...
Well, it opens all these doors for us, didn't it?
But I felt like it was a very like dental nurse and that's it.
That was it, yeah. I did want to go and do dental therapy. That's what I thought I was going to go and do. I liked the side of it. And then the minute I knew I could do Botox and fillers, I was like, I'm out.
Well, I went to the open day for the hygiene and therapy course and there was like 10 girls in the room that spoke to us about the course and stuff like that. And they were all saying like, oh, we tried for like 4 years to get on this course because there's thousands of applicants and 10 attendees every year. And I was like, those are, I don't like them ones.
No, I know, but thank God anyway, because I do remember the dental nurse wage. I think it was £7.20 an hour.
Yeah, I remember being on £3 an hour.
Oh, wow.
I actually do.
And was that apprenticeship?
Yeah, it was the apprenticeship. And I remember doing like all the extra hours for like the out of hours clinics and the emergency appointments. And I remember the whole month I made like £1,000 and I was like, oh, I thought I was rich.
Oh yeah.
I went and bought like everything.
Smash it. So what I really love about your story is actually that you've got your clinic, you're doing your aesthetics, but you actually got a business coach and now you've ended up business coaching other people.
Yeah, so how that came about was, so I went on a retreat last year in September to Dubai and I didn't realise what the retreat was for. I thought it was just like, to learn how to grow your business, just to like network, things like that. But it was actually a retreat for business coaches. So the woman was teaching everyone how to become a business coach, but I didn't realise that. So I was like, oh, I don't know if I really want to do that. Like I thought I'd just come to Dubai for like the vibes and stuff. And then by like day 4, I was like, do you know what? I probably should do this. Like it looks really good. And that was it, really.
That was your angels, definitely. You were supposed to go on that without you even realising.
And then when I got back, I was like, right, I want to action this. So I got myself a coach, like went through all the steps. And
speak to me about the coach because I've actually, we had a Neon Pilates and she does business coaching as well. So she does Pilates and it's big in Australia. So her coach is from Australia because she's thinking. So speak to me about this coaching because I am so intrigued. I feel left out. I feel like I need a coach.
You definitely need a coach. So the thing is, like, I knew that I could do business coaching, but I didn't know like the platforms you could do it from. I'm not very good on tech either. Well, I wasn't then. I didn't know like what I should be offering, how I should be offering it, and what I could even offer or price it at. So I've got a business coach, and she is like a hair extension specialist, but then she then coaches people who do hair extensions to get busier, or she teaches any people in the beauty industry to become a coach. So she basically told me exactly what she did, so I could pretty much copy and paste it, but just in my own way. And I would never have known how to do any of it if it wasn't for that.
So what is it? So say, for instance, if I wanted a business coach and I come to you and you've seen elegance, you've seen everything, do you come in and do you kind of see where I'm falls? Because I'm so emotional to it that probably I can't see. Well, actually, you can make a little bit more money if you do it that way. Is it like that as such?
Yeah, 100%. So like some of the girls who have joined up to my coaching want to get busier in their business just with their treatments and training. So I'll obviously tell them my strategies and how to do that. Or some of them want to come and become a coach, like maybe yourself.
Yeah.
So obviously, because if you're in a successful training academy, you already have all them students, but now they want to know how to get busier. So I'll be able to say like, you're giving free advice out there. You could charge for that and people will buy it.
Yeah. And a lot of it is now online as well, which is good because this absolute perfect opportunity that we have that you can work from home now.
Yeah, 100%. And that's the reason why I started it, because last year I was actually working in 5 different places. So I was working in both my clinics, but then 3 other pop-up clinics as well. And it was just, I was really grateful and it was the best year ever, but I was so tired. I never had time at home. I've never had a social life. So this means I can work from home like 4 days a week. So it's just like, it's amazing. I never realised I'd be able to work from home in this job.
Yeah, because it is rammed down our throat, this hustle, hustle hard, a hustle thing, isn't it? Because I've done the same. I thought that I needed bigger and better, I needed the best, wanted the most Instagram followers, the most thing, and everything. And then what I actually started to do is just to be like, I need to work smarter, not harder.
100%, I think the same. So like, I teach my coaching clients as well, like, we need to stop trying to promote every single treatment that we offer. So like B12, fat dissolving, skin boosters, and just like if you want to do like a full face package for someone, you can go home after it, you probably make the same amount of money doing all your B12s all day. So that's one thing I coach a lot of people into: work smarter, not harder.
Yeah. The Dr. Hamdi, who trained me up in Winslow, so what he actually told me once, and it's always stuck to me, and now when I'm speaking to the girls and my students, he said, if you cheapen your prices, then say you've got 6 problems, because we work with contraindications, but if you have one price that is the same as 6 people, you'd only have 1 problem. You know what I mean? And it's always stuck in my head, and I've always been like, if you do £60 lips, £60 lips, £60 lips, or you do whatever lips, then you've got 1 person that you have to worry about when you go home instead of the 6 people, which in a ratio will be someone will end up having a bruise or something that you go, oh.
Yeah, and that's what I always teach my clients as well, about around price. A lot of it is around price, because what they do is they're like, oh, I'm not getting any busier, so I'll put another sale on. And I'm like, but you've had 10 sales on this month or this year. And I say to them, what you're doing is you're actually making your clients wait for the offers. Yes. And then you're attracting them people that want it on a budget.
Okay.
So like, instead of doing sales all the time, just limit them to like once a year, like Black Friday, rather than doing like a summer sale, a Halloween sale, this sale, that
maybe
sale.
I need to listen to you actually.
Because I think what you then struggle to do is put your prices up to full price, because then people think, oh, well, I'll just wait till the next sale is because it's coming.
Yeah.
So I think I always just do one a year, and it's Black Friday and that's it.
Okay, Black Friday is such a big, massive thing now for business, isn't it? I don't actually, so I've got a skincare, so I've got my own skincare, which will go on a Black Friday sale through TikTok. And then I've actually put my courses on sale this year and not my clinic wear, because I've just done an October offer because I go quiet in October.
Yeah.
But there is so much pressure for Black Friday, isn't there?
Yeah, I just think as well, like, Black Friday is the one day of year that everybody knows is like an annual sale for every single business. So it could be a clinic, it could be like Curry's, buying TVs, everywhere does it. So if you're the only person not doing it, if you're fully booked in your business and you don't need to do it, then great. But if you're not, if you're the only person not doing it, someone's going to find a deal somewhere else.
I'm learning so much from you, just sitting here. I'm like, okay, I need to rethink. No.
It's like the annual day of the year that everyone's buying something. And I don't even necessarily want anything right now, but I know on Black Friday I'm going to find something.
Yeah.
Because it's like national sale day.
It really is, yeah. So, if the people are watching at home and it's coming up to Black Friday, I know you don't want to give all your tips away because they have to pay you for that, which is perfectly fine. But if they're coming up to Black Friday and they're fairly new, because obviously when you're established, you have got a little bit more leeway. You've got a little bit more profit margins for you to be able to put these big, and it must feel so much pressure for them to look at established aesthetics clinics who are doing 50% off. So what are some little tips that you would give them just to be able to join in with Black Friday?
I think the first tip I would recommend is don't just wake up on Black Friday and say 30% off, because you will have you've basically waited way too late. Like it gets earlier and earlier every year. I've just received an email this morning from Curry saying it starts today.
Oh.
So it gets earlier and earlier every year. What I would do is slowly introduce it by with a bit of a launch strategy. So instead of just waking up saying, 30% off, you want to do teaser content. You want to put it on your stories 2-3 days a week before it happens, and do a big run up, rather than just waking up one day and being Black Friday is probably too late by then.
Because the people need the time to put the money away for it, don't they?
And they also want to get excited about it. So anything I launch, whether it be a sale or a new product or a new service, it's kind of like P. Louise, for example. She brings out a bronzer. She doesn't just say, hi guys, here's a new bronzer. She does teasers. They'll do videos, they'll do wait lists, all different things to this run up to this build up. Yeah. And it just makes it so much more exciting. By the time she's actually announced what it is, you're like, I need it.
Yeah. Even if I didn't need it, now I need it. Yeah. It is P. Louise, because I did see that you've done a talk in P. Louise as well, because I am the biggest fangirl.
I love to get,
yeah, I mean, I don't know her personally.
I don't either.
No, I don't, but I'm like, she is like the girls. So you've got a few talks coming up, haven't you? So let's put them into the pod as well.
So the first one is on the 17th of November, and that is in London. So that is one of my coaching clients who's actually launching her own event, which I'm helping her plan. So that one's in London, and then there's one the week after with another one of my coaching clients that I'm helping her plan, and that one's in Manchester. So that one's the 24th of November. And on both of them, I'm going to be teaching my Black Friday launch strategy.
Oh, nice. Okay. And do people buy tickets for it? Do they have...
Yeah, so it's a ticketed event. You'll obviously get like food with it. You get a few drinks. There's guest speakers that you can learn from, and you can just generally network as well.
And the coaching page is...
So my coaching page is Lucy Greenwood Business. I post like regular tips on how to grow your business, and I also just try and like post as much information as you can just for people who struggle in or just want free advice, really.
Yeah. So that's all the business side that you've got and everything, which we will go back into. But I do also just want to get you on a more personal level and get to know you a little bit better. So what is the one thing that you love about being self-employed?
I think I struggled when I was younger with being told what to do. So like when I was a dental nurse, I was doing it for 6 years, but that was in probably about 10 different practices. So it was like one person would say, oh, you know, you've not done this today. And I'm just like, what? Like, I'm just like, I don't want to be told what to do.
You was a little bit of a rebel,
I was a little bit of a rebel.
I can tell.
I was a little bit of a rebel, and I'm just not very like good at being said, like, you sit over there and you wear this and you do that. So I think just being my own boss and just being more free, it makes me actually enjoy my work rather than being like...
This week's episode is sponsored by Cosmetology with Elegance. Affordable skincare, high-end ingredients. We'll link the website below. Let's get back to the episode. Yeah, I think being entrepreneurs, CEOs, whatever we want to call ourselves, there's definitely something in us that doesn't like to get told what to do.
Yeah, I seen something on TikTok the other day and it said that 90% of entrepreneurs have ADHD.
Oh, really?
Apparently.
You know, I've actually seen all the signs and symptoms. I've been like, probably.
It's one of them things, being an entrepreneur, where you can't stop at one thing, I've noticed. So like, yeah, I've got a clinic, but then I want another one. Yeah, I've got students, but now I want to be a coach, and then now I want to be a coach, but now I want to do my own retreats, and it's just, there's no end to it.
Speak to me about that, because I struggle with that so much. Do you celebrate your small wins?
I always try to, but I probably don't enough inside to myself.
Because we're always chasing the next one, aren't we?
I like to put stuff on Instagram sometimes if I've hit a certain amount of followers or stuff, something like that, and it's nice getting all the comments and stuff, but I probably don't actually praise myself enough for it.
Yeah, I'm the same.
Yeah, I think we all do.
I always remember, so I built this was an empty warehouse, and I built it all, and I remembered I was like, all I want to do is sit in my pajamas with a bottle of champagne and just drink it on the floor here, like that's all I want to do. And when it was all done, I was like, okay, well, next door's a warehouse company, so I want to wear, you know, like I'm just always after the next best thing.
Yeah, me too. So I like got my first clinic in Manchester, but it had a flat above it. So I was like, when's this person going to move out so I can have upstairs? And she moved out, and then we got upstairs. Then I was like, right, I'm going to go to Portsmouth and do clinics. Then I was like, right, I want my own shop in Portsmouth, and it just doesn't stop.
How did that come about with Portsmouth? Because I always find the second location, I'm always scared to do it, but you want your brands out as many places as you can. But are you just up and down, or are you?
So I was up and down quite a lot, but I have a second practitioner now, who's my sister, who I trained up a few years ago. So we do share the load now, which is a lot easier. But it's so weird how it came about. It's the most stupidest story ever. So I did a competition on my page, because I didn't know where Portsmouth was, and it's very far.
I am not going to lie, I don't know where Portsmouth is.
It's really far away.
Yeah.
It's past London.
Right, okay.
So for me to drive there, it takes 4 hours.
Wow, how do you manage this?
So it's not close. But basically what happened was, I did a competition on my page to win a 5 mil package of Fox Eyes, when the Fox Eye trend was like really hard. And the person who won it was from Portsmouth, weirdly enough. So she drove all the way to Manchester to get the package, and she brought one of her friends with her, and her friend ended up having the same package. And when they were there, they were like, we don't have clinics like this in Portsmouth. Like, why don't you do a clinic? And at the time, I was thinking about doing like pop-up clinics in different places, but I just didn't know where to start. I was already doing one in Nottingham, but I'd never heard of Portsmouth. So I was like, okay, well, I'll go for it then. And weirdly enough, one of my client's sisters lived in Portsmouth. So I messaged her and just said, so random, but do you know any like salons in Portsmouth? Like, what are the best ones? She sent me like a list of salons. I just literally found the one I liked the best, messaged them and was like, do you want me to do I want to come and do a clinic. Would you be interested? And they was quite a big salon. They still are a big salon, and they put all my appointments out, and it was full.
Yeah, so the demand was just full, there straight away.
And it's such a different place now, Portsmouth, because I've been there for like 3 years now. But I was probably the only person in the whole place doing it. I was the first academy to open there as well, so it was just massive.
Yeah. So it was such a good business move.
It was such a good business move at the right time.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Speak to me about managing it then, because what I find is I'm a bit of a control freak. So the fact that you can't be there on the day, but if you're not there, your sister's there. Is that what you were saying, or have you got just good staff who are just running it?
There is times when neither of us are there, but we do have staff. So we have 2 nail technicians. We have another girl that's a nail technician and lash technician. We have an SPMU artist, but they are all self-employed. So they will just like come and go as they please. They'll do their own clients. So the salon is open 24/7, but then we'll just go down and do our clinics. When I was first looking for the shop, I was just going to have it as just us. So I wasn't thinking about having staff, but the shop that I found was huge and I was in love with it. So I was like, it's a bit too big for just us. So I thought I might as well get staff. And to be honest, the girls are lovely.
It's worked out well then, because then it kind of runs itself while you're here.
It is a little bit frustrating sometimes that I can't be around the corner, but the group of girls we have are really...
Yeah, well, it's about delegating, isn't it? And putting your trust in people, because that is, this year, probably my biggest thing has been like, right, I physically cannot do everything, because I am like you. I want a podcast, then I want a skincare brands, then I want an association, then I want... So I've had to like now go, what do you not enjoy? So I don't enjoy editing. I don't enjoy the TikToks. I don't enjoy... So I've had to get people to like work for me and do them with you. So that's what you've done there, really.
And that's the exact same as me. Like I was trying to do the emails, the social media management, the going up and down to the clinics, like it's impossible. So I've tried to decide, what do I like doing? And I'm the opposite of you. I love doing social media.
Oh, really?
I love doing my TikToks. I love doing my videos and stuff like that. But I hate
editing them or being on?
Both.
Yeah, I don't mind being on.
I love social media.
Do you?
And I think that's why I love coaching, because I'm like, right, you need to post this, or I've got this idea for you, and it just works really well. But I don't like the other side of things. I don't like ordering stock and sending emails, and I don't like that.
I always say, if I can just be in my clinic, inject my patients and just stay there all day and I don't have to deal with everything, then I'll be happy. But it is the outgoings.
It's weird though, because I find a lot of people I spoke to in the industry hate the social media side of things. But that's my favourite bit.
I don't mind being on, and I'm a bit of like a drama queen, so I'm not one bit shy. It doesn't bother me. We'll go on with makeup on, like not one bit shy, but it's just the aftermath of like the editing and the finding the music and the captions and that. I'm like, oh.
I think I'm a little bit of a control freak as well, like you. Like if someone was to post, like if I had a social media manager that posted my content for me, I'd be like, don't like this, don't like that.
Yeah,
like
you've said that wrong.
So I'm like, I'm so picky about Instagram. I'm like, it has to look
well,
a certain
your Instagram
way,
is flawless. It is. No, it honestly is. It's flawless. I was looking at it today and I was like, no, it is absolutely flawless. You've got your branding very nice, haven't you? So the coaching and the clinic, your branding still like the same.
Yeah, so because I opened the shop 6 years ago, I feel like all the salons were pink, and that's like my favourite colour. So everything's pink, the logo's pink, the walls are pink, the chairs are pink, and then everyone started changing them, and they all went,
but don't rebrand.
No,
I've just had to rebrand, and it cost me a fortune.
I'm staying the pink.
Yeah, no, honestly, I honestly, as a business move, though, because it's just, I done exactly the same. I've got like the skincare and everything was separate. All the names were separate, all the logos were separate, and then I was like, right, I just need to be elegant. I'm just elegant, and everything will come underneath that umbrella. So we had to rebrand all the packaging, all that. I had to get logos and everything. I was like, why didn't I just stay? Like, there was no need for it, but so it does cost an absolute fortune.
I also feel like your branding can attract a certain person. So like our clients are very like young 19-year-old girls, 20-year-old girls, like very like big lip snatch packages, and I feel like our branding as a whole has kind of attracted that, and I really like that actually.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, your branding and your pages are gorgeous, so don't touch them. Don't fix something that's not broken. Yeah, exactly. So apart from business, do you have any hobbies?
No.
Yeah, I know. We don't
don't. I mean, I have a dog.
Yes.
That I love. So I walk him, I go shopping, go for drinks with my friends, but I literally don't have any hobbies. I do like to read though.
Okay.
I would like to do it more often.
Yeah.
But again, all the other things I read are
But are they business books? Yeah. I was literally going to say.
Yeah, I don't like fiction books.
No, I don't. I like to learn. So,
it's all like Stephen Bartlett and things like that. It's all business books.
Yeah. No, I am exactly the same. We've just been on holiday and my boyfriend was like, why don't you get a story? And I'm like, the psychology of money, like, or like Rich Dad, Poor Dad, you know, like stuff like that. And he's like, why are you going to sit on the beach and read that? And I'm like, well, it's going to be 2 weeks of not learning. Like, I have to do something.
I think with me as well, it's not going to interest me if it's a story. I'd rather watch it on TV.
Yeah.
But if I can learn something, I'll read it.
Yeah,
100%.
yeah. So you also do the training, so you train aesthetics and stuff, don't you? So how do you find that?
I absolutely love it. It is a bit challenging sometimes, like with the amount of students that we've had, but like I do love it and I don't think I'll ever stop doing it.
Do you get attached to your students?
Yeah, and I feel like I like stalk them as well after the course, and I'm like, oh my god, she's doing so well.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I'm like I feel like I'm a big mama bear, and I'm like, look now, some of them are older than me and everything, but I'm like rooting for them.
I feel like I adopt students that aren't mine as well. So like someone will just ask me a question like, oh, I know I didn't get taught by you, but could you just like, and I'm like, yeah, and then I'll be like, oh, how are you doing? And then they'll come to me for training, and I'll adopt them.
Yeah.
Even though I didn't train them in the beginning, I'm like, oh, come on.
Yeah. So with the business coaching, are you teaching them a little bit about social media and stuff? Because it is hard for them to get their heads around it.
I would say a good 70-80% of it is about social media.
Okay, good.
So it's like I give them ideas on what to post, and I also give them like stuff that does work and doesn't work because it's changing every day. And I think when you say, for example, a lot of people start the business and they post like we posted in 2005. Yeah. Like they'll have a logo as their profile picture and they'll just post their pictures, and I'm like, right, okay, we need to do reels, we need to do like mic interviews, like it's completely changed. But you're not going to know that if you don't have a social media business platform.
Yeah. And also it is like, it does change all the time, and then different platforms do different things, don't they?
Yeah.
Are you big on TikTok? I haven't looked for you.
I wouldn't say I'm big on TikTok.
Like, do you like it?
I like it and I scroll through it all day, every day. But my actual page, I wouldn't say is that big. I mean, I do have like a few thousand.
Of course,
followers.
yeah.
I
do
do post on there.
More on Instagram.
It's definitely more on Instagram for the business, but I would say my TikTok is a mix of everything.
Yeah.
So it's not just aesthetics, it's my life.
Yeah, personal brands.
Like,
yeah. And you know what I learned the other day is, oh my God, it's gone out my head. Pixel. What you scroll through all the pictures. What's that platform called? Pixel.
Oh, I've never heard of that.
Yeah. Oh, well, now apparently you post on there as well.
Oh, God.
I know. So I heard that the other day. So, but actually it's quite easy because you can sync your Instagram onto it.
Oh, that's good. Like Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. So when the girls are coming to you for business coaching, are they already established and they're just struggling, or is it?
So we have some beginners that just want to get busier in the business. They just want to hit a certain amount a month, and we have some like that. Or we have established businesses that then want to go into coaching. So I have like established academies that come to me and they want to actually now create a coaching platform. So it's little bit of both.
Yeah, it's a little bit of both. So are you actually still injecting? Are you also in clinic? How?
I do it actually, yes, still, to be fair. So I'd probably say I do like 2 clinic days a week.
Yeah.
So I'm not working like 24/7. And I also still do my masterclasses and my teaching. So I would say I'm usually in the clinic like 3 days a week, and the rest is all from home now.
Oh, nice. That is so nice.
It is nice.
Yeah. I've got it's all over the place at the minute. I've got like clinic in the morning, then a podcast, then TikTok in the afternoon. And I'm like, it's all scattered everywhere.
But at least it mixes your day.
I feel like I was supposed to meet you. I feel like I was definitely supposed to. Yeah, no, I'm so interested in the business coaching thing, but on the aesthetic side, what is your favourite treatment to do?
So my favourite treatment to do is definitely a full face package.
Okay.
So like, obviously I call them like snatch packages. I know everyone calls them different things.
Yeah. But
I love it when someone comes and they want lips, nose, cheeks, chin, like everything. Obviously I would never give them all that if you didn't need it. But when someone wants the whole shebang, that's my favourite.
Yeah. I love that. Get quite artistic with it.
Yeah, and it's such a big difference at the end as well. It's like, wow.
I think that's all aesthetic practitioners. I think we all love that mirror moment when they look and they're like, oh.
Yeah, I mean, I do love lips. That's probably like if I had to choose one, it'd probably be my favourite. But I love nose as well.
Yeah.
I love all of
Okay,
them.
so you're quite advanced then, aren't you? You're doing quite advanced treatments.
I do pretty much every filler treatment,
Yeah.
apart from body fillers. I don't do body fillers. It's just not really my.
Same.
It's not my bag. But yeah, I pretty much just do the fillers. Whereas like my sister does like all the other treatments as well. So she'll do like the skin boosters, the.
Oh right, okay. So that's a nice little combination then.
Yeah, so she does a lot of skincare stuff. I feel like our techniques are the same because I taught her, but quite different. So she's very natural vibes, skincare vibes, and she gets a lot of like natural girls, whereas mine's like very.
Yeah, but that's good that you've got the best of both worlds in there then, and you can come and like obviously. Did you just look at her social media page or is it one page?
Yeah, so I post both of our work on my page because it's like the clinic page, but she does have her own social media as well, and then people can just log on and choose who they want to go to.
Oh yeah, no, that's really good. And then they can both get from Portsmouth. And then did you say that you do travelling ones?
So we have a pop-up clinic in Nottingham that we do once a month.
You're so busy. I thought I was busy.
I don't actually do it anymore. I used to do it, but now my sister does it because obviously I've not got much time. And then last year I was actually doing Leicester and Glasgow as well. So yeah, that's why I was like, right, I need to do business coaching.
Yeah. I mean, you definitely must have felt burnt out and stuff.
Yeah, it was the best year ever, I'm not going to lie. And it just opened up so many doors for me. But by the end of the year, I was knackered.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah, because you start, like I said to my boyfriend, if I could just get to the gym, I'd probably be smashing life, but there's just not enough hours in the day.
Yeah, and the good thing about the business coaching is as well, like I can do it on holiday. I could go to Spain for a week, do it from there.
Move abroad.
Like it's just, I don't feel guilty about being on holiday anymore because I can work still.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really feel like work either.
No, but do you take time out, or do you
when I'm on holiday,
or just anyway?
I would say it's time out, but probably.
Do you try and teach the girls to take time out when you're business coaching?
Yeah, the ones that are like really big. Like I've got, for example, a student at the moment who does like overseas clinics. She's got like a coaching program. She's got her own like scrubs brand, and I'm like, we need to calm down.
Yeah,
just for your own like mindset. So I don't just teach strategy as well and money this, money that. I also teach like mindset.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, you could have all the money in the world, but you still need to like.
Yeah, no, I really like your outlook, and I really like the way you go with it. When I was thinking, because I always say, you'd always see like, you can earn 10k a month, you can earn 30k a month and that, but I'm always like, but you'll spend 9 of it. You know, like it's always like that, isn't it? So I really like the way you've gone from, your aesthetics business, but it does cost a lot to run an aesthetics or goods aesthetics clinic. But I love the fact that then you've took the coaching side as well, and you're learning them to manage it all a little bit better.
And we have guest experts in our programs that come in and teach different things. So we'll have like an accountant come in and teach them about their accounts. We'll have like a TikTok specialist that might come in and teach them that. So I like to find specialists in things that I'm not a specialist in, so they can learn everything rather than just learn it from me all the time.
It's fabulous. And it's absolutely fabulous. And then is it like a monthly payment? Is it an upfront? How does that work? You don't have to say the price, but how does it work?
So I do a few different programs. I've got some programs that it's just a one-off fee. You just sign up and you could just do it yourself online. I've got like monthly programs. It's like a 6-month coaching program that you can pay monthly for, and then I've also got like a one-to-one program where it's just me and you, and you can sign up to that as well. So there's quite a few different things.
Yeah, so there's like different. No, it's really good. The one-to-ones, do you actually go out to their clinics and stuff like that as well?
So it is done all over Zoom, the one-to-ones.
Oh, perfect.
But they get.
I was listening. How could you get that?
No, I did used to do VIP days. But they are quite specific. So if you needed like a coaching program set up, I would be able to come and help you do it because I can't do that over Zoom. But for the one-to-ones, it's normally just me giving you my ideas over Zoom. But if you wanted to like actually physically set something up, then I could do an in-person VIP day. Yeah,
it's absolutely fabulous. Congratulations.
Thank you.
No, it's so good. Future plans?
So I just want to like obviously build both the businesses. I would like to eventually someday have kids and chill out a bit. And that's another reason why I want to do the coaching, because at least if I do have kids I can still work from home sort of thing. Also I've got a retreat coming up in Dubai, which I'm actually flying out there on Saturday. So I just want to like do the retreats more, do more of the coaching side.
Speak to me about the retreat. What does that
So my first one is I'm flying out Saturday, but it's on Monday. So that's going to be like a 4-day retreat in Dubai. So the girls that are in my coaching programs get that for free.
Oh my God.
So they come to Dubai, we have like a celebration, we have like meals, drinks, but we also do a bit of coaching while we're there as well.
Coaching side, business, mindfulness, what is it?
So we'll do like hot seat coaching where it's like one-to-ones. So I'll do one-to-ones with the girls. We've also got like a guest speaker that's coming in to teach about personal branding. And then we've just got a few fun things to do as well, like pool parties and stuff.
Well, is that why, I was just about to say, why Dubai? Is it just the capital of money, isn't it?
It's probably just my favourite place to go on holiday.
I've never been.
Have you not?
No.
You need to go.
I know, I've heard this.
And also because it's in November, I wanted somewhere that's still hot.
Yeah.
So we're doing Dubai in November, but then I'm going to be doing Marbella in May.
Oh, I'm going to be stalking your social media pages to see this.
Marbella,
yeah, I know. This is fabulous. I love everything that you're doing. I'm so intrigued.
And I didn't even know stuff like this existed until I went on that retreat last year.
Of course,
Like, when I got there, they was like talking about all these retreats, and I was like, I didn't even know you could do this.
Yeah. So on the retreat, is it just the aesthetics and beauty girls, or is the other business owners?
So it is open to any business owner. However, I do tend to attract the beauty and aesthetics girls more, obviously because I'm in that industry. But we do have one girl that just does like content. She's just like a content capturer, so she'll be coming on. But I would literally be able to target anybody really.
Yeah, because it is definitely something that, you know, most entrepreneurs and business owners, they would be able to, just from what you're saying, like you get the different specialists in and stuff like that.
I think as well it's important to do stuff like that, because if I didn't go on that retreat last year, I never would have known about any of this.
As well, like, because you done a podcast the other day, didn't you? You've done this one, because this is so important for people. I know so many people are going to be watching this, like, what, I need to contact her.
Yeah, so, like, even these podcasts, like, I never would have met you, and we might have a conversation that sparks a new idea for you or for me. And, like, I spoke at an event this year, and then I got a few clients from that. So I just think, like, that's the side of business that I feel like people forget about.
Networking.
100%.
Yeah, it's so important.
It's not about what you know, it's about who you know.
Honestly, I really struggle with. So what I have to do is, I started like an association. It's a little bit like similar kind of thing, but it's just like a mentorship with the girls and stuff, because I don't want to go for a networking night on a night out. Like, I'll go on a night out with you, but I don't want to be in my business mind, because you're not going to get the best of me.
Yeah.
I'm quite socially awkward. I'm quite like shy. Not that you would ever know that if you meet me on this side, but if you meet me out. So I think networking, it's so important, but also doing it in different ways. The retreat, like, amazing.
Yeah, and I feel like it's like a way of switching off from your business, but not completely. So we're still talking about it, still getting new ideas, but at least you can like relax as well.
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
Because some of these girls have probably not even gone on holiday this year because they've been working that much.
And also, you can claim it back as a business.
I was literally about to say it, but I thought she might go, oh, I was literally going to say myself in tax.
Yeah, 100%. That's what I do on the retreat.
I was literally going to say, but I thought I better not, just in case she's not that way glad. She'd be like, oh my God, Lucy just said.
I feel like every retreat I've been on as well, because once you go on one, I feel like they get quite addictive. So I've been on about 5.
Really?
Every retreat you go on, I feel like you meet someone that's like your friend forever then.
Oh, nice.
So like, I've got loads of friends that I've only met off retreats that I never would have met before as well.
Of course,
from all different places.
Yeah. Which is such good for you, because you are trying to get all over the UK and travel.
And there's people I've met on retreats that live in like America and Dubai and all sorts of places. So you just never know who you're going to meet.
So this retreat that you've got coming up is obviously booked up. It's already like in planning that. But if they was to ever like look, is it going to be something that they'll be able to find on your social media pages?
Yeah, so I've created a wait list for my next one already. I mean, it's kind of half full already because of the girls in the programme get it for free, obviously. But I've created a wait list for that. So the next one will be in May in Marbella. So you can join the wait list on my Instagram. And then I will be probably doing like 2 or 3 a year going forward. So
I'll have to get on one of them. I love this, guys. This question, especially because we're so in depth on business, it always throws people, so I'll give you a little minute to think about it. But what is a personal strength you think you've got? Everyone wants to kill me when I say it, because they're all like...
I know, because if you could say personal weakness, I'd be like...
I know, isn't that sad? Yeah, isn't that sad? We're all like that.
I would say probably like maybe resilience.
Yeah.
So like I feel like I could literally wake up today and I'll get someone from the Portsmouth clinic ringing me saying, oh, this is broke, and then someone from the Manchester saying, oh, we've not got this stock, and then like my dog needs to go to the vet, and I just tend to just not get that stressed about it. Inside I am, but I'm like, tomorrow's a new day, we've done it all, and then I'll just...
That's fabulous. That is such a good...
Anyway.
No, but it is so true. I always say the same. I could have like absolute chaos going in the back of it, but I'll walk in here and Ella will say like, oh my God, the washing machine's broke, or there's no toilet roll, or something like that, and I'm like, hi, yeah, no problem, let me just put my coat in the clinic room. I'll be like, but like no one will see me.
And I don't feel like I've always been like that either. That's something that's grown, because I feel like when I first started, when I was like 19 doing makeup, when I got my first ever complaint, I was like crying for 3 days.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, it's okay, we'll sort it out, like come in, we'll fix it, don't worry, like I'm quite...
Yeah, of course. We're dealing with so many different people, aren't we, and different people's expectations, that it is something that you do get a little bit tough skinned over stuff like that, don't you? Like my Botox hasn't kicked in, it's been 3 days.
Yeah. You're like, my lips are bruised, I'm like,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah. No, I do. I'm so glad that I've met you. I feel like I've met like a little contact as well. So I'm really glad that you've come onto the pod. Future plans is you've got your retreats coming up, probably about 10 different clinics next time I see you.
And I've actually just got the keys for a content studio that I'm opening. Don't ask me why I've taken the business on, but there you go.
Yeah, that is good. Yeah, that is
so
good.
It's just going to be a studio that people can rent to take photos and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, but it's so big now, isn't it? Anything like that is so big.
Yeah, and I actually went to a content studio to do some content myself. And when I was in there, I was like, I want one of these.
Yeah, this is dead easy.
Yeah, I want one of these. So
I mean, until you'd have to buy the lighting and stuff. Have you looked into
Well, now it's all gone wrong because the painting's gone wrong, this has gone wrong. So I'm just like, we'll deal with that.
Yeah, well, you're resilient. So we will go on to a weakness then. So your strength is resilience, what would you say? But I don't want anything nasty. I want it to be able to be flipped.
I would say not being able to switch off.
Yes.
100%.
Yes.
100% not being able to switch off. Like my boyfriend sometimes would be out and he'd be like, can you just put your phone down?
Oh, it's sad on them, isn't it?
Yeah. And I'm like, I didn't even realise it was in my hand.
Yeah. I always say like Ross gets the last of my energy. Like I would never approach my clients the way I approach him when I walk in. Yeah. Like they'll come in, I could be knackered, but I'll be like, hi, and then when I walk in, I'm like, I'm so tired.
And especially with the coaching clients as well, I think it's just because I'm really passionate about helping them. I actually want to talk about whatever it is they're launching. They could message me at 10 o'clock at night and I could just reply in the morning, but I don't want to.
No,
so I'm like voice noting at 11 o'clock at night and I'm like, do I need to do this? But I'm like, but I just like it.
It's hard to put them boundaries in it. I was actually thinking the other day, because I think we're the only industry that you can contact through Instagram. If you want a dentist appointment, a doctor's appointment, maybe hairdressers and stuff as well, but as a whole as the industry, because I was like the other day, do I just put a clinic like landline in and they have to phone within the hours of it? But I just don't think it's work now. I think it's past it.
And I think as well, a lot of people in this industry like want appointments. So I feel like we're dealing with other industry people. Like for example, this week I've had 3 practitioners come to me for lips.
Yeah.
So that I know that they only get home and only have that time to message me as well. So I'm like, we're all entrepreneurs on our phones at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The phone thing is a little bit hard for me. I try and put mine on sleep mode now at 7:30.
Yeah. I mean, I don't do that. But I said this on the podcast I was on last week. Do you know what I have discovered?
What?
Let Me Sleep.
What is it?
It's Kourtney Kardashian's little chewable sweets.
Right, okay.
Wow, they are so good to
really?
Switch off. Yeah, I feel like you take 2 half an hour before you want to go to sleep, and it's like all the thoughts go.
Oh,
and I'm asleep like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're the best thing.
But then do you wake up groggy in the morning? Because I've tried CBD oil and I was exhausted.
No, you wake up just the same as you was the day before. I think it's magnesium. I think that's what's inside it, but it's great.
Love that. Love that. Gonna try that.
What
would you say? Amazon in a minute. What would you say that if you could give anyone a piece of advice who was going to start a business, not just in our industry but in a business, what would your advice be?
I would just say don't give yourself the option to fail, because I feel like a lot of, not just my students, everyone in the world, I've failed on things before, but I think what people do is they're like, oh, I really want to do this aesthetics course. They'll post for 2 weeks. They won't get the clients. And then they're like, it's too saturated, or I can't do this. And then they just give up. But I would just post and post and post, even if no one's watching. You never know when it's going to turn for you. Like the next month could turn you upside down.
Honest to God, yeah. I used to go out. I speak about it. I used to work in the dentist till 5. And then I'd open my shop and do lashes 6 till 9. And sometimes it would be an eyebrow wax at like 10 to 9 and no one else in, and I would sit there for that £5 eyebrow wax.
Yeah, and when I was doing makeup, some weeks I would have, like I was doing my dental nursing and makeup on the side, and some weeks I would have not one client, but I would do people for free just to keep my Instagram going. So I'd put like stuff out on Facebook groups. I was like, does anyone want free makeup today? And I would just post content. And I was faking it till I made it. To be fair, I didn't have a single client, but I was making it look like my Instagram was popping all the time. Or I was doing my own, or trying to do my friends. But like, you just can't stop.
Because you're also putting that out to the universe as well, aren't you? Do you know what I mean? You want to be busy, put it out there.
I think as well, some of my clients, my coaching clients will say, you know, well, I've not posted this week because I've not had any clients. And I'm like, you need content to get clients. You don't wait for clients to get content. So you just need to find content no matter what it is. So like, even if it's for free, you never know what free person might lead to something. Like I did that free 5 ml package of fox eyes, and now I've got a clinic in Portsmouth.
Exactly.
So you just never know. You just never know.
Do you know what? I'm going to leave it on there. Like, mic drop. Exactly. I've actually fully enjoyed meeting you. I'm so glad that I've met you, because I have always questions about this coaching and stuff like that. No one sold it to me like you have. No, honestly, they haven't.
That's good.
So thank you so much. Have we plugged everything?
Yes.
So we have.
Yeah.
So again, just the social media pages if they're looking for you.
Yeah, so it's LG House of Beauty for the aesthetics clinic and Lucy Greenwood business for the coaching.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.